Okay, we're still in exercise set 69, and we're looking at the 15th question. Again, read through it, paper and pencil, write the system equations down, try to solve that system, look at my answer key, see if you agree with it. If you do, move on. If you trouble with it, though, you want to hear someone work at a whiteboard, like you're in a schoolroom, that's fine. All right, so let's go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the my paper and pencil, which is a whiteboard for me. Okay, done over here, paper and pencil, and I'll blow this up a little bit, and let me start. And this is number 15. And certainly, it says, the square of the second digit of a number of 3 digits. All right, the square of the second digit. That's the second digit. So I got to start reading this. The second digit, I don't know, that's a digit too. Let's read this. Square of the second digit of the number of a 3-digit exceeds twice the sum of the first and third digit. All right, I got to start writing things down then. So I'm going to say the ones digit is X. And then I'm going to say Y is that digit. That's a tens digit. And Z is this digit over here. So if I were looking at the number would be 100Z plus 10Y plus X. That's what the number is. All right, I got to read this, all right? And again, reading is probably going to take some time to get through that. But it does go on to say that the square of the second digit. So I got to be careful over here. And I'm going to say this is the first, this is the, excuse me, second, and this is the third. All right, so I'm reading it now. The square of the second digit exceeds twice the sum of the first and the third. Okay, the sum of the first was, I'm sorry, I lost track of it. Exceeds twice the sum of the first by 3. I'll put this over here. I'm sorry, I lost track of what I was reading. And again, I'm actually reading it. So now the next question is, I got to move along in the sentence or the paragraph or the question I'm going to look at. It says the sum of the first and second digit exceeds, let me go back, I lost track of it. Let me see, the square of the second digit of the number, 3-digit exceeds twice the sum. Yeah, I did that. The sum of the first and second digit, the sum of the first and second digit exceeds 4 times, oh, this is going to be tough, 4 times the third. What's the third? X. Exceeds 4 times the third by 1. That's not so bad. Let's keep going. Wow. And if 495 subtracted from the number, well, the number is this. If 495 subtracted from the number, the digits will be inverted. So I'm going to write down the inverted number. And the inverted number would be 100x plus 10y plus z. I'll write that down. So 100x plus 10y plus z. Wow, that's some system of equations. So, certainly if you got to that stage of the game, you might be wondering yourself, could you get to the next stage, which is, maybe trying to solve for x and y and z. All right. Now, I hope you realize that x, y, and z are integer values. They're like 1 or 2 or 3 or 7 or 9, something like that. All right. Let's see if we can solve it. And the way I'm going to do that third equation really disturbs me. I want to simplify it. And when I'm looking at it, I'm going to say it's 90. I'm looking at the third equation. 99x, right? I'm just taking x from both sides. 10y from both sides, that disappears. And then I get 99 minus 99z. Isn't that convenient? And that's minus 495. Now, I'm kind of wondering now, looking at the 495 and the 99 and realizing there's probably some relationship between those numbers. It may not be immediately obvious to you, but I'm going to do 99 into 495. And that looks like it goes in 5 times. 5 times 9 is 45. 5 times 9 is 45, and 45 plus 4 is 49. And lo and behold, it's 5. So I'm going to divide both sides by 99. And what do you get? X minus z equals minus 5. Well, I'm going to write this a little differently because it's a little disturbing to look at it. And I'm going to write down, let's see if I got that right, x minus z. Did I do that right? X, 99. Yeah, let me write this down. X equals z plus 5. I'm sorry. I'm daydreaming. I got to write that down, right? Minus 5. All right. And I'm going to write the three equations down again. The second equation was z plus y equals 4x plus 1. Right? And the first equation, let me just make sure, I got to clean this up a little bit. That was the third equation. That's the second equation, which is y plus z equals 4x plus 1. And the first equation is this thing over here, y squared equals 2x plus z plus 3. All right? So I got some troubles here, and I'm wondering what they are at this point, and I'm looking at it, and I got to do something here. And let's see what we can do. Well, I know what x is in terms of z's. I can put this down over here. 2, x is equal to what? Z minus 5, right? Z minus 5 plus z plus 3. But I want to warn you, a lot of students write down z like this, and over time they start to think it's the numeral 2. And that's why I put the z down with the slash through it. It'll never look like the numeral 2. All right, I got the y, though, don't I, to worry about. And I got to see if I can do that. And so I'm going to, maybe take this second equation. Let me just get my eraser out and get my baby arithmetic gone. I don't need that anymore, right? And let me take that second equation. And I'll put a little line over here. I'm working on this now. And that's going to be, let's see, z plus y equals 4x. Well, 4x would be 4, and x is z minus 5, right? And that's going to be what? Plus 1. Again, I'm working with these three equations over here. And let's see what you get over here. You get z plus y equals 4z minus 20 plus 1. And y would equal 3z, right, I'm taking z from both sides, minus 19. So I'm going to write that down. And so y, which I have to square, is actually 3z minus 19. All right, it looks like trouble, but you know what? I still want to go forward. And going forward sometimes is very difficult to do, but I'm going to square the left side, and that would be 3. Whoops, not 3. I just totally daydreaming. It's going to be 9z squared minus, let's see, 3 times 19 is 57, but I got 2 of those. That's 114. Plus 19 squared. Well, that's not bad to do. It's 190, right? 10 times 19 is 190. 9 times 10 is 90. And 9 times 9 is 81. And what do you get? 1. 9 and 9 is 18. 18 and 8 is 26. And carry the 2, so it's 361. Equals, well, I think I can do this without too much work. That's 2z, so it's 4z. Minus 10 plus 3 is minus 7. I got to keep moving forward, and it doesn't look easy, I'll be honest with you. And that's going to be what? Minus 118z plus 368 equals 0. Now, certainly I understand some people look at that and say, oh, I need to take a break. You take a break. You come back to it later. But I'm kind of looking at that, and I want to see if something, I want to see if I can factor it. And I don't know. I'm going to give it a shot. I really am. I don't want to go to quadratic formula, like completing the square, things like that. It's just the way I am. You may want to do it a little differently. I'm thinking. And let me look at the 368. And I think it's divisible by, certainly by 2, but I'm going to try 8. That's going to be what? Let's see. 8 and 8, 16, 24, 32. So 4. That's 32. And then what do you get? You get 48, which would be 6. 6 times 8 is 48. So I want to see if this is going to do it for me. All right? Again, I'm not saying it will. I'm just wondering, will it give it to me? I don't know. So I'll try 8 here. And I'm going to try 46 over here. And I want to see if it gives it to me. I can put this over here, minus, minus. This looks really tough, by the way. And I'm going to multiply it out. So 9z, whoops, I made a mistake. I just saw it. I got to clean it up right here. No, that doesn't belong there. Wouldn't make any sense at all. So I got to, sort of be honest with you. I don't know if it's going to work. I'm hoping it's going to work. So 9z times z is 9z squared. Gee, that worked beautifully. And 46 times 8, let me just check that again. 46 times 8, that's 320, and 48, that's 368. I got this and this. Whoops. My big concern is the middle guy. It always is, by the way. Let me cross this out. I'll erase it later. 9 times, 8, I know it's minus 8, but I'm going to say 72. And then 46, and that's going to be 8. Wow, look at that, 118. That's a miracle. So I get 2 answers over here. What are the answers going to be? Z equals 46 ninths, or Z equals 8. Now, I realize if you have a good memory and you can understand what you've just done, that's not bad, but I still want to go through it. I want to go through, each step of the path, and I want to write down what X is, all right? So I got Y to worry about, and I got Z to worry about. Whoops, I know what Z is. I'm not worried about Z anymore. And let me get my... Give me a second here. X. And what's X? X is equal to Z minus 5. So 8 minus 5 is 3. All right? Let me get my eraser. A lot of stuff on the side that I really don't need anymore. And I got to get that eraser out again. I think I erased one too many things, by the way, but I'll get it back, don't worry. And I'm going to say that X equals Z minus 5. And I want to do it over here too, Y. I don't know what Y is yet, but I can do the X, pretty simple. And what's X? It's Z minus 5. So it's going to be 46 ninths minus 5. In terms of ninths, that's 45 ninths. And what's that going to give you? That would give you 4 ninths, right? 4 ninths. All right? So, again, I'm not even thinking about the problem. And that's a good thing I'm not thinking about the problem. And I got to see, did I do that right? Oh, I'm sorry. It's not 49, it's 46. I'm really screwing up. But, at least I'm looking back. And it's incredibly important that you look back and do what you say you're going to do, which is, speak truth. So, again, X equals, and that's 46 ninths. Sorry about that. Minus, I don't know why I said 49. I had 9 in my mind. And 5 is going to be 45 ninths. What does that give you? That doesn't give you 4 ninths. It gives you 1 ninth. I'll write that down for you. All right? Now, granted, for people who have good memory, they might say, why even bothering? We'll talk about it. But I definitely want to get the point of intersection, right? So the other thing I want to do is, how can I get the y? And I want to point out there's many ways to get it, but I'm always looking for something easy to do. And I'm thinking that maybe this over here might be easy to deal with. And what does it say? It says z plus y is equal to 4x plus 1. Well, I'm going easy first. I'm going to do this one first. What do you get? What's z? Z is 8. 8 plus y is equal to 4x. Well, what's 4 times x? 12 plus 1. And I really, it's pretty easy. It's 8 plus y equals 13. So what would that give me? That would have to be 5, right? I'll put this over here. So I also want to do the other one, and I'll write that down for you. And it's going to be, let's see, z. It's more difficult, though. I realize that. 46 ninths plus y equals 4x. Well, what's 4x? It's 4 ninths. And 1 is 9 ninths. It's more difficult. There's no doubt about it. So y is going to be, let's see, 4 and 9 is 13 ninths minus 46 ninths. And y would equal minus, what does that give you? 33 ninths, which is minus 11 thirds. Yeah, that's not bad. So I have two ordered pair solutions, and let's write this down for you. Well, I should say ordered pair triplets. So it's 1/9 minus 11 thirds, 46 ninths. And this one's going to be 3, 5, 8. But, if you go back and read the original problem, these were digits to a number. So this is ridiculous. It's not the right answer. All right, couldn't be the right answer. Now, what is the answer now? I'm looking at this thing, and I want to remind you that the number we said was z, x. I hope you remember we did it in the beginning. I'm sorry. I really have to, I got to stop maybe thinking and less talking and more thinking, I guess. So if you remember, the number was z, y, x. That's how we defined our number. So what's our number? 853. All right. What was our question? Oh, you know what? I don't have the question written down here. It's in my notes. I have to look at the notes. The question is find the number. We found the number. What's the number? The number is 853. All right. That's right over here. We found it. Look at the answer key. Are you staring at that? Of course you are. Are you also staring at this point over here? Of course you are. It's a part of the problem. Although an extraneous solution, it's still a solution to that system, by the way. All right. It's still a solution to that system. All right. So I'm going to say we're done. Again, thank you for paying attention, though. I do appreciate it.